Okay, got a fantastic review to do for you. This is going to be of a marathon watch. Now, I will admit I am not massively up on my watches, but I've been given this one to play with, and I think it's an absolutely fantastic watch. And I'm going to tell you the reasons why I think it's a fantastic watch and why you guys might be interested in it. And just to delve into a wee bit more than just an actual review of this particular watch. So I say it's by Marathon, and let's show you the actual watch itself. I'm going to give you a quick overview of the watch itself, and then we're just going to zoom into the actual watch itself and give you a more detailed look at it. So I say this is the diver's watch from Marathon. It's the diver's Quartz. It's an authentic military watch. So it is intended for diving. You can go down to 300 meters, 1,000 foot with this watch. And so for dive teams or search and rescue teams, this is going to be a lovely wee watch to have for that. Now it is one of them sort of second type of cool type watches. It's a lovely design on it, but it's built to last. And that's what I want to get at. This watch is pretty much bomb-proof when you start looking at the quality that Marathon put into their watches. The strap, there is different types of straps, but you can actually see how thick the rubber strap is that they've used on this. I really like it. It doesn't sort of annoy your skin. It is quite flexible, and so the holes on it are very nice as well. And no issues with them coming apart. And so it's a very simple design of a watch, but it's actually very, very well made, very well finished off. And you can just see on the top of the strap there, we have Marathon on there too. So that's written in. Okay, so we small attention to details like that. Great wee watch. And let's give you a wee look at the back first. And we'll get you all excited by that, and then we'll get you looking at the face itself. So you can see there a lot of detail on it. You've got an ISO number there, and that there results to the sort of the quality builds that different companies go through to obtain that ISO ratings. You also have just the different specs of the watches. And you also at the bottom you can see that this watch was manufactured in April 2011, and you've got the serial number there. So each watch is unique. Each watch can be easily identified by people, and you can make sure that you can get as much information on your watch as possible. Now, a lot of watch guys that I know, this is very important to them. It is Swiss made. Now, Marathon actually have productions in the States and in Switzerland. So having a Swiss made watch, the quality, you know the quality that go into watches that are Swiss made, into the mechanism that they use, is just fantastic. So let's flip it over and have a look at what you're going to get. I'm just going to reset the top of the bezel here just to give a nice wee uniform look, and let's get you zoomed down into it. So you are, lovely, plain but very well made analog watch. You can see the mechanism there just moving around, and it's a lot to do with the way the second hand works and what type of mechanism they use in the watch. It means different things to different people. You can see there on the face of the watch that they've actually went down. You've got your normal 12 right through, right round. Then on the inside you've actually got 24-hour. So you've got your different styles there if you want to do it. If you want to read it as a 24-hour, or if you want to read it as a standard 12-hour clock. Just obscured there by the second hand, you've got the manufacturer. So it comes in saying it's Marathon, and just don't lose there. You have US government printed underneath that as well. And then you can just see, just use a wee pointer, you can just see on this side, you've got your wee sort of nuclear type symbol. And what that is for, that is your, because of the way your brightness works for when operating this at night. This is a search and rescue watch. This is a watch that is designed for guys diving, that's going to be in darkness. And what I'm going to do, just going to kill the lights and show you how bright this watch lights up in complete darkness. So bear with me a second. Okay guys, I've just sort of dimmed the light down just to try and, because my camera doesn't pick up a massive amount of light on recording in the dark. Just dip the lights down and you can actually see the top of the bezel here is growing bright green, and you can actually see the second hand is going around bright green as well. Now all the other wee dots are they're tritium that you can see going around on each hour hand. The midnight one comes up red, and the rest of them go around green, and the hour and minute hands go around green also. And just try and give you a wee look at that. You can just see a red sort of tinged gone to 12. I say you will have to forgive my camera doesn't pick it up just as at night at dark filming, but trust me, they are coming up extremely bright and very easily to look at. So even a good test on a watch is just giving it a zap with a torch, the way I'm doing here, and just seeing how well that lights up. Gives you an idea of the quality of the material that they've used in the watch there to have that sort of reactive way to light. So it works really well, and I say camera doesn't do it justice guys, it is absolutely fantastic. So let's crack on with the review. Now you may ask yourself why you should go and invest yourself in a watch like this. Now marathon watches aren't cheap. This one runs in the region of £550 give or take, and but it is a lovely watch. And I was actually speaking to my brother about this. I'm sort of going slightly off topic about watches, and quite recently, just want to put this aside a second. Quite recently I was down home, and my dad came into me and gave me this beautiful pocket watch. And on the front here you can see it is silver. And on the front you can see a deer. There's two dogs here, one there and one there. And there's actually a hunter up here. And I had some guys in work here into their watches. I showed them this watch and they loved it, and these guys are into their like Omega brand watches and they absolutely really like this. And I showed them this watch as well, and they came to the same sort of conclusions as me. Now, this isn't going to be a review of a pocket watch, but I just want to show you at the bottom that this says Swiss made. And it is a lovely pocket watch. Look at the mechanism on there going around. This is a wind up watch. So this is a wind up pocket watch. But seeing nice sweet quality of that. Now you're wondering, why am I showing this in a review for a marathon? Why am I showing you a pocket watch like that? And the reason is, spoke to my brother about getting this watch. This watch was passed down to me from my dad, and I'm going to cherish this watch forever. He gave it to me and he set it up. It was wound up and I haven't let the wind go down, and I'm going to keep and look after that watch, and maybe one day I'm going to pass it down to one of my kids. A watch like this, not everybody can go and buy a really expensive watch like an heirloom style watch. This gives you a high-end quality option for half the price of some of your other style of watches. It is meant to be used. It looks great when you're wearing a suit. It's a lovely watch to wear, and it's a pleasure to wear. It's not obtrusive, it doesn't get caught up on things. I've used this outdoors, I've used this on a dressy suit, casual, it sort of fits every purpose. But as my brother said to me, do you ever truly own a watch? I think more you're sort of caretaking that watch and then passing that down to your children or to a loved one. So just as my dad passed down this lovely silver pocket watch, which we think is probably 60 years old, 50 to 60 years old, having this watch that is lovely made, that is branded up. You have your date, serial number, you can track this down, and having something out there as an heirloom, a family heirloom style watch, I think it's just going to increase in value over the years. Now, speaking to watch guys, just make sure you keep the box, make sure you keep manuals, things like that there to increase the value of your watch. But this is an investment. This is an investment. It might not be worth hundreds of thousands of pounds anytime, but the sentimental value this watch has makes it priceless. I think having a watch like this one and passing that down to somebody in your family, start off your own legacy. This is a legacy for me. This will be passed down through my family. Start off your own legacy with a watch like this, and I think it'll serve you well. Now it's got scratch resistant technology in the screen. It is a watch to be used, not just for fancy occasions, but it is a watch to be used and not necessarily abused. But it does actually have a NATO part number as well, so you can get your traceability there and for your maintenance as well, so you can make sure you're all up to date on that. Now, just a wee bit of specs on the actual watch itself, on the idea of it. Your item shape is obviously round, so your watch is a round face, which is pretty much standard. Your dial window is a sapphire, okay? So that is to do with the stones, the jewels that they use in there for the mechanism. It is stainless steel. It's a 41 millimeter diameter, and your thickness is 13.55 millimeters. Your strap, it says a nice strong rubber strap, and it's the standard size for a man's watch. So just bear that in mind. If you need maybe a bigger strap, you're gonna always go and get a bigger strap for that. And the face, nice black face now, which I really like. It's just the contrast, especially using this at night. The contrast between the white and the black I actually really like, makes it very clear to read what you've got. And I say the bezel is stainless steel as well. Total weight on it is 3.67 ounces, so it's not a massive heavy bulky watch, and but it's got a bit of meat to it. Now, very, very simple to set it. Just unscrew your adjustment here, and when you unscrew that, you'll find that coming loose, and then just pop it out. You see your watch stops, and then make your adjustment, and then pop it in to go on ahead. Now you can just pop it out very slightly to see the second hand's still going, but that is adjusting your date, and you can scroll there to use your date to adjust your date. Once you've made all your adjustments, then make sure it's pushed in, and then make sure, don't make it murder tight, but just screw that in, and then just leave it. Okay, so just let that go in, and make sure it's just not murder tight, but say just hand tight, and you'll have no issues with your watch. Okay, so there you are, lovely watch. It is the battery in it, for you guys that would like to know. It is, replacement battery is a 371 button battery or equivalent. Now make sure, just it makes common sense, you're going to invest in a watch like this, get it serviced by a professional. Don't go down to your normal bog standard jewelers. Get it serviced when the battery needs to. And on that, when the battery needs replaced, and I actually quite like this, what will happen is your second hand will start to skip. So it'll skip 4 seconds. So you'll look at it and it will skip every 4 seconds, and that will let you know that your battery is near end of life, and then you have to go get it serviced, which is also a nice wee feature. Okay, so there you go. Lovely watch to have. It's been a joy and a pleasure to wear, and there you are. I'll put again all the links below for the watch, and guys, start off your own legacy for your family, and maybe in 60 years time your kids could be looking at that there sort of watch, the same way as hopefully my kids and maybe grandkids is going to look at this sort of watch. Okay, thanks for watching.